It's your friendly neighborhood panda here. I am back again with DJ, my main man.
Hey everyone!
And we are on the third song of the Vengeance Saga called Charybdis.
Hell of a name.
Hell of a name. All I know is it's some kind. I know it's some kind of monster, but what kind it is, where it came from, how on earth Odysseus comes across it, I don't know. We're gonna find out, but we're looking at an animatic from a new person today, Rosarix, because we looked at it, we're like, ooh, that looks interesting from the thumbnail that we saw, you know, and so we just kind of wanted to get as many different new animators out as we could, because they all are so very talented.
Amazingly talented. And on your point earlier about that this being some kind of monster, it seems like anytime there's a song title where I look at it and I go, how the heck would you pronounce that? It ends up being the name of some mythological monster. So, between the Cyclops, between Scylla, or Scylla, and now this one, we've had a couple of different songs that have all been named after monsters.
And I had to ask a friend of mine who lives in Greece. I had to ask him how to pronounce this. So you're not alone. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so are we ready for this?
I'm as ready as I can be for another monster attack. They never end well, but we'll see how we go.
Right. Okay, here we go. Ah! Ah! Ah!
You must be who Hermes mentioned. A monster here to block my way. I'd like to hurry up and end this. So if you don't have much to say, then bring it on. I'm not dying here, I'm still fighting here. I'm holding on till I see it through, till I've beaten you.
Okay, first of all, the rock, like, just drums and guitar and everything in the background is so captivating from the start. But then I love just the casual way, like, you must be who Hermes mentioned. If you don't mind, I'd like to kind of just keep going. So if you could just, get out of my way. It's so casual the way he's singing it.
You're a giant sea monster leech looking thing. I'm just not fazed by that. It's like, if we can get this over with, I got places to be. It's just bonkers. Right. I'm also so curious as to how this one would be staged, because we've just had that absolute bop of a dance around the stage kind of a song with Hermes, and he says goodbye to Hermes. Hermes flies off and does this little giggle. I'm guessing maybe we'd have some kind of in the middle music to show like him traveling or something like that.
Changes.
And then boom, this drops in, because you couldn't just go straight from bye to boom. It would just be insane. Like I feel like they need some kind of transition here, but I was not ready for this song to just start off as Monster Attack.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I was thinking we'd have some kind of little him singing about how he's been on the water for a while, or not just straight into boom monster. So freaked me out at the beginning. I was like, oh my god, but he's unfazed.
Absolutely. And it's like, okay, because again, he's saying, it's like, I really got places to be, so I got to get going. And it's funny you say trying to figure out how to stage this, because this thing, from what I can tell, has no features in it that could be played by a humanoid.
No. There's been a couple of things through this where I've given it some thought now. At first, I was picturing it kind of like Beetlejuice the musical, when they have the giant sandworm and they'd have some kind of giant prop coming onto stage. But now my brain almost goes to kind of like they could almost have a giant LCD screen type thing as the background of the thing. And so you can have these giant monsters shown on the screens when they need to be, and tie in animation, or tie in the visuals with the actors on stage to do those giant things. Because I think there's too many big monsters in it to manage to do them with giant physical props, especially like this one's one thing. You could have, like I said, the giant sandworm type thing, but something like the Cyclops, having a giant Cyclops running around stage slamming its club around, would be difficult to do. I'd be curious to see how they would do that kind of thing. That's why my brain says it lends itself more to a movie musical or a TV show type thing, but on stage I could see it being done with a big screen in the background displaying this stuff. And, you know,
Could be.
yeah.
All right, so he's telling the monster, get the hell out of my way. What does the monster do in reply?
You. I already know your tactics. When you swallow, you attack with whirlpools that attract prey. But I see a disadvantage, cause I don't even have to kill you. I just have to avoid you. See if you don't spit it out soon. All that water will destroy you. Oh, bring it on. Till you're out of breath. Till there's nothing left. I'm holding on. Till I'm in the clear. Till I'm out of here. Oh.
He didn't fight the beast, he outsmarted it.
No, yeah.
And I love that. He's just straight up gone. You know, if you're like, you kill your prey by sucking them in and just sucking in all the water and then just spitting the water back out once you've got your prey in your mouth. If I can just outlast you and not go into that whirlpool, you have to spit it out eventually and then I escape. Incredibly intelligent.
Yes, which is a little departure from his usual, I'm just gonna kill you.
Yeah, it is, but it isn't.
You
'Cause,
know,
like, when you think of like he's kind of strategized the whole way through. With the Cyclops, he knew like where to tell his men to attack it to bring it down in the end.
right.
And when you think about even with Scylla, it's like it wasn't a nice tactic, but he knew what he was doing.
No.
He went in there with a plan. And so he's always been a thinker. Because I was going to say the same thing. I was like, oh, he's actually thinking for once. And I was like, no, he always thinks. It just doesn't always pan out the way he wants it to. But this is this is just showing his brilliance as a tactician before he even gets into a battle. And again, he did have the little tip off from Hermes, but I think he knew enough about the beast as well to know how to survive it, which was very cool.
Right, and honestly though, he did well in the last song. I don't know if he actually got a tip off from Hermes. It was so there's gonna be monsters. You need to be on top of your game.
Yeah.
So is this one of those legends maybe that Odysseus has heard of? And so he's like, okay, this is what they say to do with these things.
Yeah, I think that like the sirens, it would be a thing of if you're in ancient Greece and you're a person who's on the water a lot, then you would know about these different beasts you may encounter as you're swimming around. So yeah, I guess I would guess it from that side of things. But he's just had no trouble with this thing compared to all the things they fought in the past. So yeah, I'm curious to see where the rest of the song goes now.
Yeah.
There, I see it. The island I've been searching for.
Ooh.
No. Okay, he's been this close before. Yeah,
but as long as he doesn't open the bag, he should be fine.
We got 2 more songs left in the saga, man.
Yeah, we do. But it's the Vengeance Saga. And he hasn't really gotten vengeance on anyone yet. So I'm thinking maybe he won't necessarily get knocked away. Maybe someone will just pop up between here and there that he has to confront and take vengeance upon. I hope. Either way, yeah.
Okay.
Please get home.
We've been so jaded from all this. Like he sees it. It's in sight. I don't believe it.
Yep.
I'm scared.
Yep.
I see it. The island I've been searching for. Home, I've reached it. My wife and son are past these shores. Holding on, I am almost there. My love, don't be scared. Hold on, I am on my way. I'll be there today. Penelope. What?
Yep.
No!
Yep. Even as I was saying that someone will come up between here and there, I was like, it's got to be Poseidon. Of all the people who would still want proper vengeance upon him, it's got to be Poseidon. got away the first time, made Poseidon look a bit of a fool when he escaped. We haven't seen him since. Ugh.
I said 2 more songs.
Yep. I had no doubt something was going to go wrong. I just don't want him to get knocked to the other side of the world again.
Ugh, okay.
Oh
and that was really short. That was 2 minutes 14 seconds.
Yeah, that felt. I might be wrong. It feels like one of the shortest songs in the whole saga, which
it does.
On one hand, I like that for what it was, for showing how quickly he could handle this monster.
Mm-hmm.
I like that as a short song. But at the same, like, every single one of these songs I've wanted to go for 5 hours longer than what it actually does, because every song's been a banger. And you
wonder that the way Jay did it is beautiful. It shows his newfound determination and the fact that he's almost home and he's using his head. He's getting around this thing, by wits alone. You wonder, though, in the original Odyssey, what was the point of Charybdis? If it was just sort of that, well, he just gets around it, no problem. There was no drama here.
Yeah, I think that, like, it's just showing the different challenges he's had to go through, and the fact that I feel like what we're going to see between him and Poseidon right now might be very different to the first time he was around Poseidon, and to the way he's handled things in the past. That he's like, he's changed as a person. That's what's going to get him home, hopefully. But I'm very, very curious in terms of what we've seen here. Actually, you know what? There's another side to the Charybdis thing as well, which they showed at the end there. He went into that battle with Charybdis looking all cocky and tough and everything like that, outthinking him, outsmarting him. Look at him at the end here. I already had my jaw drop open a little bit when it showed the dark droplets coming off him that I'm assuming is some kind of blood that were on the bottom of the raft.
Yeah, he
looks exhausted. He looks exhausted. He looks wounded. He looks run down. And
showing that.
For him to be in that place instead of the place that he was when he went into the battle with Charybdis.
Right.
To face Poseidon is a big difference. He's not coming into this at 100%. He's exhausted and wounded. And now he's got to deal with Poseidon. Not great.
And you can hear that. You can hear that in his voice and the way the music changes for that last little bit. And so the way Jay is using it is to show this change. There is a whole purpose to this short little song. It's very short.
Yep.
But there's a whole purpose to it. Even if I'm wondering in the original really was there. No, there's a purpose here.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And I don't know what to expect from this next one. Poseidon's last song was fire.
I don't know.
Absolutely fire. So I know it's going to be a banger song, but I'm so scared for our boy. I'm so freaking scared for what's going to happen to our boy.
I know. And again, we say it all the time. I'm so glad we're filming this in blocks so that we can go find out what happens before we just lose our minds. If
y'all expected me to wait a week after seeing this to see the next one, I would not have handled it.
I mean, oh gosh. So I'm glad you guys came along with this journey with us. Check out next time. This one is going to premiere on my channel. The next one's going to be on DJ's channel. Okay. And so be sure to, while you're waiting on that one, check out the Animatic here, Rosarix, their channel. See if they have any other cool stuff to look at, because the art style is beautiful.
Yeah.
Check out the original song on Jay's channel. And do me a favor. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell notification button on mine and DJ's channels. Okay, that keeps us going and keeps us letting us know that you want more. You want more epic. We can put out more epic. We're going to finish this, and we're just going to, it gives us so much motivation to know that you guys enjoy it as much as we do. So, until next time, you guys have a good day, night, morning, evening, whatever. I don't know what time zone you're in, but we'll see you in the next one, yeah? Bye.
Bye.